Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back here with another Kaspa video.
Mike Tyson, the like and subscribe button.
Well, thanks for that, Mike. Well, you can see we've slipped to 31 on CoinMarketCap. We got Ethereum Classic Stellar and Artificial Super Alliance ahead of us. Hash rate 1.36. I don't think it's ever been that high when I've done a stream. The market dominance here is going up a little bit. You can see the last day it's up 1.56%. The last week still down 7.4%, but we're up from that 0.11. So kind of trending in the right direction. The dollar index, you can see that's actually trending down, which is good for crypto. We want that to continue. And Kaspa's chugging along, 13 transactions per second. You can see the total fees paid yesterday, 3.6 million, which I think the Coinbase rewards for the day are about 6.6 million. So that's like a 50% increase roughly. And so that's pretty amazing. It's helping secure the network there. Let's take a look at Polymarket. This is just one metric that some people use. If you look at the polls in the election, you can see polls that say that Harris is going to win the swing states. You see polls where Trump's going to win the swing states. Here we know at least people are putting their money on it, which doesn't mean anything because you could have people around the world outside the United States betting. But you can see right now 61.7% on Trump. Yesterday someone commented said the uncertainty is just beginning, that if Trump wins, they're probably going to try to impeach him or try to stop him because of the insurrection or whatever. Who knows? Possibly if it's close, one side might accuse the other side of cheating. There might be lots of recounts. If one side wins by a large margin, that's probably the best scenario. And I don't think that if Trump wins by a large margin, which some people expect, but then probably some people think Harris is going to win by a large margin. Really, reality is probably close. There's just 5 states that are going to decide the election for the most part. But if the House and Senate are both Republican or one's Republican, I don't think they'll be able to impeach him. I don't think there's enough there with whatever happened for insurrection. So most likely he'll get in there. It shows how a lot of these politicians, they're just fighting back and forth. And sometimes if the candidate you don't want gets in there, just accept it and try to get a new candidate in that gets your party in there next time, instead of just this constant fighting. So that's what I see. It's going to probably be a lot of fighting no matter what, but I do think that, but you know, if one side wins by a decent margin, then I think that the markets will assume that that person's going to take office. And once they're in office, you know, there's a lot of people who thought that Biden, you know, they cheated to get him in there, and you know, he went in there and stayed there, and he's been there for 4 years. So this is kind of cool. Something else just about patience. It takes a lot of patience to build things in life. Here you can see SpaceX launches by year. 2006, 1, then 2, then 1, 2. 1 year they had no launches. 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 18. It wasn't until 2017, 11 years into it, that they really started sending lots of launches up. 21, 13, 27, 33, 61, 98, 106. As far as I know, I think they're spending more mass up into space than anyone else. And this is a little bit underneath the hood of my YouTube channel. Really started making videos back in early 2022. It took a while to get monetized. You can see $40 a month. Not a big money maker, but it's kind of a fun game. And $300 now is starting to become a substantial amount of money. You know, compared to my job, it's not, but it's starting to cover, you know, some kind of bill I have or whatever. So not a ton, but you can see that it just takes a lot of patience and just uploading a lot of videos. Not the smartest guy, but just kind of, you know, grinding through. And you can see SpaceX kept grinding, and it kind of ties back into Kaspa. You know, for me, I'm not a big trader. You know, I played around a little bit with KRC20s. I know a lot of people have had success, but you can see that Nacho's about 36 million. Casper 13 million, Dog K 13.7, Full Moon's a new guy up here, 120,000. You can see the trading volume gets down to about, you know, by the bottom of page 1, you're getting down to about under 10 grand of trading volume. So not a lot of liquidity, but the top ones still, you know, the top 5 or 10 still have pretty decent amount of liquidity. But for me and my investments, you know, buying Bitcoin and Kaspa, it takes time. It takes multiple years for some of these to unfold. Buying Bitcoin at the bottom of the market, you know, you're looking at 2 or 3 years to the next top. You can see that the KII, you might have saw it on an X, had an open letter to Coinbase about listing basically Coinbase said it's free to list. Now, I did see that Justin Sun said that they were trying to charge him a bunch, trying to get a bunch of TRX tokens, and also they were trying to charge some money. So I don't know. Binance said it's free there. Who knows? But they could be changing the game. But hopefully, eventually, I don't know when, it feels like Kaspa's going to get on all those. Here's the article. Listing assets on Coinbase is free and always has been. According to them, that's what they're saying. So eventually, I don't see why a free and fair project like Kaspa, fair launched and proof of work, decentralized, and it's got a growing hash rate, growing security, growing amount of holders. KRC20 is more adoption, more utility coming out, and that's just like step one. So a lot of exciting things on the horizons. Smart contracts are rumored to be maybe Q1, but I haven't seen anything superficial. I know Michael Sutton commented on one of the posts on X saying that it's no secret that people have been working on smart contracts. I haven't seen a definitive timeline of when they could come out, but I do know that they're really talking about 10 blocks per second in Q1. And, Kraken, it's on the roadmap. Nothing new on Kraken yet. So eventually you're going to see Kraken list them eventually. I don't know when. And then there could be some other, dominoes fall. And it takes patience. You go to CoinMarketCap. It's not all listed by the best technology. So you can see basically Ethereum Classic is, garbage. But, hey, it's there. And you can see Pepe is just a meme coin and things like that. But we know that Kaspa is trending in the right direction, growing hash rate, growing utility with KRC20s. There'll be NFTs. There'll be smart contracts eventually. And we know that 10 blocks per second, I know Jonathan wants to get to 100 blocks per second. But first it'll be 10 blocks a second. We already know that it's doing more. It can do more transactions than any other proof of work that I know about. So everything's trending in the right direction. Just takes patience. And, with the election, who knows what's going to happen, whether it's going to feel like there's some resolution today or if it's going to drag on for weeks or months, who knows. So I hope for a speedy conclusion to it either way. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching and have a good day.